Well, our next story is something we should all pay attention to. According to the Australian Health Survey, we all consume an average of 60 grams of sugar each day. That's something like 12 teaspoons of the sweet white stuff every single day.
Yeah, and if that hasn't got your attention, think of it like this. That's almost 22 kilos.
Whoa.
22 of these for every Australian every year.
Right.
With the medical impact of so much sugar weighing down our health systems, governments are now considering sugar taxes. That is how serious the problem has become.
Yep, so here to explain what sugar does to our health and what we can do about it is dietitian and nutritionist Susie Burrell. Hi, Susie.
Hi.
I mean, what's going on with our bodies? What does our body do with all this sugar?
Well, basically we store it. You know, a high sugar intake is one of the most common reasons people gain weight quickly. It's linked to an increased risk of diabetes. And of course, once you get a taste for the white stuff, it's really hard to stop. So it tends to be the more you have, the more you want. Now, in Australia, we get a huge amount of added sugars from things like our drinks. So our soft drinks, sports drinks, vitamin waters, and then our snack food and takeaway food. So on a daily basis, we're consuming huge amounts, and it's a habit, and it's a very bad habit for many of us.
All the sneaky sugars that are hidden.
Even in bread.
So armed with this info, one of our brave viewers decided to do a detox for us. Susie set it out. Let's have a look at her story and, more importantly, her diet.
This is Sandra Perkovic, a regular office worker, and by her own admission, she has a little problem.
Yeah, I'm addicted to sugar. I mean, I can't stop. I'm an addict, sugar addict.
When it comes to sugar consumption, it appears that Australians are simply not getting the message. Our health experts say all we need is 25 grams, or 6 teaspoons of it, a day. But Sandra's daily average is a lot sweeter. For breakfast,
Every single day, I absolutely have to have a can of Red Bull. In the average day, would usually be oats, creamy honey, or cinnamon and sugar.
her lunch,
I'll usually end up with a Porto or KFC. I'll usually have a Coke with lunch.
those cheeky snacks.
I'll have a morning snack. Usually it'll be a muffin bar. By the time it gets to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's not too early for a chocolate.
Let's not forget dinner and dessert.
So dinner's always takeaway. Every night, my favourite, caramel biscuit ice cream with apple pies. Love.
So we asked her, how much sugar do you think you eat each day?
It'd be ridiculous. It'd make you sick, I think.
According to our calculations, she consumes a whopping 250 grams a day. And to drive that point home, we worked out how much sugar her body is processing every year.
Oh my, wow. That's disgusting. When you see it all like that, I can't keep living like this.
These buckets contain around 91 kilograms of sugar that Sandra eats every year. But apart from the obvious, Sandra has a very good reason to turn things around, and we're going to help her.
The main thing is I want to have a family and settle down, and at this point I wouldn't want my child to live like the way that I live. There's no way.
It's almost unbelievable, that amount of sugar she's consuming.
Now, I calculate a lot of nutritionals on people's diets, and even I was surprised with how much sugary drinks she had, desserts every day, chocolate bars. It's a huge load, and you can see the body gets used to having that much. So when you're not used to it, you think, oh my goodness, how could anyone have that much? But over time, you become desensitized to it, so you need more and more to get the hit.
Wow.
Like it's really an addictive substance.
It's addiction.
It has been shown in the brain, it lights up in a similar way to drugs. And so again, you're seeking out more and more of it. And if you don't have it, so for example, if you're having a Mars bar every day at the same time, and then the next day you don't have it, the brain is expecting it, so it seeks it out, which explains a lot of cravings, but also habitual food behaviour that occurs when you're having dessert every night or always having a Red Bull when you wake up in the morning.
I'm
I'm wondering why I always need that after dinner hit.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
fascinating.
what about when we detox? Now, Sandra, for the past week, has been on your detox diet. And to show you how it went, we got Sandra to film a daily diary for us. This is fascinating. Let's see how she got on across the 7 days.
So I've started my day off with breakfast. The oats went well. I tried that out with water instead of milk, which is different for me. Usually I have full cream milk. This headache is just out of control. Definitely be having a Panadol. I've just got really bad cravings right now, so having a little bit of soup before dinner. It's my detox soup. Celery, pumpkin, carrot, tomato, spaghetti bolognese. I can't wait. It's not a good day. I'm feeling so weak. I laid in bed last night and honestly just thought about chocolate and sugar, and I'm just dying for my Red Bull this morning, so I can't do this anymore. I'll quit. Nah, just kidding. Just cutting some onions. Having soup tonight. It's breakfast time. Nut spread with protein bread. I hated breakfast, to be honest, as well. Can't deal with that bread, and I'm just sitting at my desk at work today really wanting to go to the vending machine and get a chocolate and get a vanilla Coke and anything else that will just give me that craving I'm dying for. I'm having a chicken salad for lunch today. Looking forward to that because I love chicken, I like salad. I want to stop craving sugar and I want to enjoy what I have. Yeah, I just want it all to be over, to be honest. I don't get to have dessert for the next 3 days. It's killing me. I need something. So, 1 day left of my sugar detox diet, but I love what I have for lunch today. Naked burrito. Don't know why I put an accent on, but that is my lunch. And I can see my little muffin top here on my belly going down, and yeah, I'm just feeling better in the clothes that I'm wearing, so that's what counts. It's day 7, my final day on the sugar detox diet. I can't believe I made it. My skin feels fantastic. I feel great. I feel so full of energy, and I couldn't be happier with the results. Something that I could not go a day without has now really opened my eyes and shown me that I don't even need it.
Well, what a week from
Wow.
hell it could be diarised as. But look who's joined us in the studio, Sandra Perkovic. Congrats on surviving the 7 days. You got through it.
I did. It was hard, but all worth it.
It would have been a shock, though, that much sugar.
Oh, yeah. Did you realise it would be so tough to give up sugar across this time period?
No, not at all. I mean, until I saw how much I was having in front of me, I didn't even realise how bad it'd gotten.
Well, you look perky and happy at the end of it, we must say. And the torture you went through by, like, day 2 or 3, what was the turning point for you?
Oh, the turning... I'm not quite sure where it kicked in, but I think I just woke up by day 3 or 4 and I was just so much energy to burn.
Really?
I just wanted to, just do whatever I could to kill time and run and walk and I don't know.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So I'm really interested. I think you actually look quite different as well. What kind of transformation did Sandra's body go through?
Well, it's really interesting how the body reacts to going from eating really badly to re-energising and putting all the great nutrition in. Now, the first things that will happen is you'll have a withdrawal. So often headaches, extreme fatigue, constant cravings. You really feel pretty ordinary and it can go on as long as a week. But the way I structured this detox, because Sandra was having so much sugar and a lot of caffeine as well, I actually left a little bit of those things in the beginning to try and reduce the effect of the withdrawal, because what often people do, they cut everything out and they can't make it through. She had incredible resolve and did incredibly well, but often for people the pain of it is too great. So I did it gradually over that period of time. So by the time she transitioned away from withdrawing from so much caffeine, rehydrating with plenty of fluid, putting a lot of nutrition in from her vegetables, a lot of bulk in her food so she wasn't hungry, then I could really take all of the sugar away. So at the end of the detox, she was probably only having, if anything, about 20 grams of sugars. And a lot of that was coming from fresh fruit and vegetables. So that was sort of the strategy in writing the detox, because if you can manage that first few days and lessen the effects so it's not so severe, people are going to do better on it and be able to maintain it.
In truth, we were looking at some of the meals going, yum, yum. Oh, I like to eat that, yum. what was your sort of turning point, your changing of your mindset, I guess, from what you were having to some of the delicious options that were being presented to you?
Oh, it was just the meals were really big portions and things. You know, they really filled me up and.
Your Mexicano bowl.
Yeah.
That was the wrong accent. That was the wrong accent.
Sweet.
Yeah, that was sweet. It looked delicious.
We do want to take you back in time now. Just a little reminder, have a look over here in front of us on the set. That's what you were consuming per year in sugar. Approximately 250 grams of sugar per day. Multiply that by a year, becomes the 91 kilos of sugar in those buckets. That was going through your body. That's more than 70 kilos or so than the average Australian does. So now you've made this turning point, your body's going to thank you so much for this.
Oh, I can feel it. I can definitely feel it already.
Sticking to it?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Good for you.
definitely.
Susie, thank you. Sandra, thanks for being
Yes,
our lab rat.
thank
We're all lab rats today, aren't we? By the way, if you're any member of your family would like to do Susie's sugar detox diet, you can find out more info on our website. Just Google House of Wellness Detox.